So in this series of critiques, I want to focus in on what we talked about in the perceptual skill module. So out of your submissions, I selected a couple different ones to highlight some of the points that I want to make about your submissions. So here in the first one, we've got this image of this ant, and one of the skills that we talked about in perceptual skills is the ability to see light. And I think this gives us a really great example of this photographer using light to create a narrative in their image. You see we've got some really strong light coming from the side here. That strong light is creating a wicked shadow on the ground here. And that shadow really is creating a sense of tension in this frame. We've got these really exaggerated antennas combined with this really dark, powerful shadow that is kind of pushing our eye back into the face of the ant, and really is just for the viewer creating a very personal and powerful look right into the face of an ant. So I think this was an extremely successful photograph, very three-dimensional in its quality, almost popping right off the page. It almost feels like I want to get a fly swatter and swat this ant right off the screen of my computer. Second image in this series, the green tree snake. Again, we've got this beautiful pattern going on of the scales of the snake, along with the beautiful swirls that kind of frame the head of the snake. Those scales and the whole texture of the image is really being emphasized by this lighting that is again coming from the upper side of the frame and really giving us a sense of three dimension in our image. The beautiful part about this image is we've got the two eyeballs of the snake that completely break up the pattern of what is going on in the image here. Those two eyeballs are looking right face to face to the viewer. So again, we have this sense of tension that is being created by the eyes that are essentially staring down the viewer in the photograph. So again, very good job in this image. And then the final image here, we've got these little spiked nails that are kind of holding on for dear life onto this rock here. Again, the whole idea of creating some texture within the frame is giving us a really three-dimensional quality to our image. And the placement of these claws in the frame, I think, really works very well. They are in sharp focus, and compared to the soft focus that is going on in the background here, I think the image is really strong and very communicative of the life of this animal. The only thing I might change here is we've got the tail or part of the body of the animal going off the page. I'm almost wondering if this might be a better shot if it was shot as a vertical shot rather than a horizontal shot, in that we were able to include a little bit more of that tail or that body at the upper end of the frame. And again, just kind of a little minor tweak here, but always looking for ways that we can improve our images.